And good evening, everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody is doing very well. Molly's not here right now. She'll be home shortly. She went to go pick up the daughter from the airport a few hours ago. So uh, I might have to blink out and actually go and help them unload the vehicle. And how you doing, Des? And how you doing, Colin? Hope everybody is doing well. Well, tonight I didn't have anything to talk about, until a few hours ago. I said, well, why not doing a little bit of pest control in the garden or inside the shop? As of right now, as I'm looking at my bait station across the shop, I do see a mouse. He is getting a free pass tonight because I am doing a live session. Oh, and guess what? There they are. Give me a moment here. Let me get Colin up here. So let me get Colin up here so he can talk to you guys. All right, there's Mr. Foxit. Outdoors. Give me a moment here. I got to go take care of that real quick. I didn't think they were going to show up at the same time as I was going live.
Well, isn't that the way it always works?
Oh, sorry. Forgot that was off.
Hey, Cliff.
Howdy.
Well, you wouldn't believe what happened to Jenny yesterday.
She woke up and all of her limbs were healed to 100%.
Oh, she wishes. No, she was on her way home and she blew a tire right before my live. So Ian and I had to go rescue her. And we finished up the job this morning. We had to go take her drive her car over to the junkyard to get a new tire put on and everything else.
Don't you all carry spares on cars?
Well, she had a donut, but not a good tire. You know what I mean? I don't like the donuts they put on cars nowadays. So we just drove over to the junkyard, have them took off the blown tire, put on a decent tire, and cost less than $45. So, and we did all, except for putting the tire on, on the rim, we did, Ian did all the work.
I just got to learn somehow.
Oh, yeah. That's what I told him.
Because he can be on a road trip one of these days and the tire's going to blow and Daddy ain't going to be there to put it on for him. Or AAA.
Oh, yeah. Jenny didn't have roadside assistance on her car. Otherwise, that could have done that. But I saw that little donut after we changed, Ian changed it on the highway and I was following him in. It's like the donut was half the size of the regular tire.
Yeah, donuts are basically emergencies. They're there to get you 50 miles at 50 miles.
Well, that's why we decided to drive her to the junkyard and swap out the tire. That way the tire's 100% replaced instead of just being janky at best. What you munching on, Cliff?
Chex Mix.
Ah. This may look like Smart Water, but it's not. This is my Propel.
This also might look like Smart Water, but they put retard nanites in it, so yeah, it's dumb water now.
Yet you still drink it.
I know. I'm trying to lower my IQ. That way I can match everybody else's for 2026.
Well, I can understand that. My door was shut until Mac decided it didn't need to be.
Yeah, Ned, I don't see Maccas, Attackers, Crackers, Smackers, Whackers.
Let me see.
Maybe we're just eating a giant tub of cheese balls. Not really. Gotta eat something since I was stuck at work all day. Good evening, Howie. How's it going?
You're gonna open up my door. You're gonna have to deal with it. If you're gonna open my door, dude, you're gonna deal with the consequences.
Yeah, Macus. Macus, attackers, crackers, smackers, whackers. General the Third. Actually. Macus.
Hey, Howie.
Nom, nom,
Nom
nom.
nom 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 nom.
Giant container of not cheese balls.
That's your Chex Mix, right?
Yup.
Hello, I'm back. Like I said, everybody had impeccable timing of trying to do everything at 8 o'clock.
Well, someone else is saying hi, but he can't really verbally say it.
Okay. Yeah, so Molly's finally home. Daughter's finally home. So, okay.
Welcome back, lady.
Where were we when we were?
You were not shooting the mouse that was getting a free meal.
That's right. Like I said, the mouse is getting a free pass tonight because due to live YouTube, I cannot do that. Since I am the host today.
Sounds like a mousetrap to me.
Well, no. I can, but I'm not gonna go up there and take care of them.
I noticed you got a new setup on your screen here with the little laser light things on the side.
Oh no, that's actually all included with the Streamlabs. Well, anyways, like I said, as you guys can see, right there is number 1. Because we're going to be talking about the air guns tonight, along with some traps, bait stations, no poisons, because I don't like using poisons, because I don't like to have secondary poisonings, and it's not very humane. It's another one of the reasons why I do not like using toxins. Well, except maybe the lead for the little mice. Okay. Well,
Howie, this is Macus.
Howie, how you doing? Hi, Cliff. Hi, Colin. I saw King Breakbro was in here earlier.
Yep.
I saw Dez.
Dez is still here.
I saw Grace.
He's on the phone now.
Yeah. Okay, and I think I got everybody caught up with. I don't know who is actually in the chat right now. So we're going to be doing a little bit of Q&A tonight. So if anybody has any questions in the chat, please ask them, and I will help you as best I can. We're going to go over a couple of the beginners for air guns for using for rodent control inside of a garden or inside your shop. But first things first, we're going to talk about identifying the target. That's going to be one of the most crucial things that you need to do to make sure that is the problem that you're actually going after. So you can always set out some bait out in the garden or in the shop, and I suggest getting one of these. These will be one of these trail cameras. The Tascos are inexpensive. They do take very good pictures and very good video. You guys have seen, like I said, one of the videos that I have when I start the program of the Bobcat, that is taken from this Tasco.
What's the average price of those Tascos?
Anywhere about $38 when they start. Sometimes you can get them on clearance a lot less, depending on which outlet you go to. The Simple, I recommend you getting a good card reader. Not just a simple, go to a 10 processor. Don't use a 4. You can use a 68 gig, which I actually recommend, a 68. Go to a 10, and you actually get a far better processing power with that. You'll have time for the camera to reset faster. You will get better footage. It won't be so grainy. I was using a very inexpensive card when I first got one. When I was trying to get some videos of hogs, and it was real grainy. It was real spotty. I mean, it was just moving real fast. But when I went to the number 10 processor, it smoothed out and it cleared up.
Okay, what's a number 10 processor mean?
If you look at a memory card, you'll see a little number on there. This one doesn't have a card in there.
Well, that was my adapter.
So yeah, like I said, these are inexpensive. They do not send a signal, and if you actually have like a ring or like little bling cameras, you can set those out there too for the outdoor cameras, please. Make sure it's an outdoor camera. You will have to do a subscription so that you can save the video. Where are my... And you can also get one of these too as well. This holds your memory cards. Okay. As you can see, this one here has a 4 on it. Right there with the circle on it.
Okay.
When you see that circle, get a 10.
Okay, so that's the bigger cards, right? Not the little ones. Micro.
These are the bigger cards. There are smaller cards that you can put in there. This one here, where did I put it?
Sorry, it's not an air gun question. I apologize, but I wasn't sure.
So we're going to do the cameras first. Remember, you got to identify the problem first. As you guys can see, this does take the larger cards.
Okay, is that a what kind of charge? Is that a charge port on the side there? The other one?
No, that's so you can plug in a remote view and you can actually watch the videos with a reader. You stick it in there, you can actually read it without having to pull the card or anything else. Or you can just swap the cards, which I actually recommend. Swap the cards, check your batteries, reset the camera, off you go. Come back, open up your computer, and then go through that.
Well, I had one, but I lost it.
Yeah.
Plug it in and Bob's your uncle.
See, they have these little
place up in Iowa City.
They have these little mini cards here, which will actually fit inside of a larger card. It'll be a little slot.
I got the adapter. Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah, you can use those. But yeah, go to a number 10 processing. It'll be far smoother and far better video.
Okay. Howie had to leave.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, I got 2 SD cards on that one.
So, like I said,
What did you get?
No, these are not that expensive. Okay.
Now, where did you purchase it at?
Say again?
Where was it purchased at?
Actually, I purchased this one at Walmart a few years ago. I happened to catch it on sale, believe it or not, for under $9.
Okay, let me
It
check.
was clearanced out. So whenever you walk through the sporting good departments, walk through there and look at the cameras. Look at the little clearance area. Sometimes you'll find stuff. Sometimes, most of the time you don't. I recommend a little tripod, so you can set it down on, or you can put it on a larger tripod, face down on there. Make sure you weight down your tripod, if at all possible, so the wind doesn't blow it over. So you can get a couple of shopping bags, put it on the hook. I don't have one here. You can put it on the hook at the bottom, and then you can put a couple of bottles of water in there and actually weigh it.
Now, I just looked at at Walmart now. The cheapest one they have available is like a $29 one.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, it's okay. It says 12 MP, whatever that means.
12 megapixels.
Oh, okay, and 720p video.
Yes.
Whatever is glow infrared flash, and PIR mobile motion sensor.
Yeah. So if you look here, this one's gonna be the motion sensor here. This is gonna be your IR lights.
Now, do you need a subscription or anything to use that, or no?
Nope. You have to actually physically have to walk out there and actually swap out cards.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now they do have some that have cellular service. Okay, those start around about $150, and you actually have to pay for a data memory card or a data SIMs card to send signals back and forth to your phone. I mean, if you're in an area where you don't have good location, like a different property that you want to keep an eye on, that's what I would recommend. You can even use Real Link if you wanted to, which is a different type of motion camera that should actually um, you scan it with your phone. You do the data SIMs card, and you can actually control the camera left, right, up, down, zoom in, and zoom out.
Hmm.
Okay, there is a few seconds delay. It takes you a little bit of time to get used to it. So this is the most simplest, most inexpensive way.
Okay, cool.
But you do have to put a little bit of footwork into it. Okay, I know not everybody has a whole lot of money. So
Consider it exercise.
yes, it is good exercise.
I got a trail cam somewhere in here.
Yeah.
In one of the brand new boxes, I have stuff that's in my bed. I just don't know which box it's in anymore.
I lost a lot of my game stuff in the
Okay, like I
trailers,
said, I
unfortunately.
hope everybody's reading my ticker tape. Number one rule. What's it say? Treat.
Shoot all guns if they're loaded.
Shoot first,
Yes.
ask questions later.
No.
Oh, sorry, that's the U.S. government.
Yeah,
Always
so-
test the trigger while pointing at somebody.
no, like I said, treat them all as they are loaded. Okay, I'm actually going to be going through these for this evening.
Okay, I did not open the door. Mac did.
Uh,
Blame Mac.
oh, that's cool.
Now, mind you, anything I say is peanut gallery comments. So take it with a grain of salt and a shot of tequila.
Is this sea salt or is that the other salt?
Himalayan.
Himalayan salt? Okay. Which is better? No worries.
And where
Good
is
question. Oh, Leg, will you stop trying to cramp on me? I'm going to punch you right
Ooh.
square in the meat. Stop it.
I do have an air gun question for you. Jason.
Yes.
Okay, you know that I'm more into the archery side of things.
Yes.
I know the airbow thing that you discussed prior on a different video live. How much of those normally run minimum cost?
Minimum, without the infrastructure, just the arrow gun alone will start you out around about $400 to $500. Okay, they are accurate. They are extremely accurate.
What is the rate of fire if there is one?
As fast as you can put the arrow back in it.
I mean, there's no, as it is an air system. How does it recharged?
You just cock it, and
Really?
it has a reservoir. You can get several shots per hunting session.
Okay, I wasn't sure. That's what I was wondering. How you fill it up?
Yeah, you actually have to use an HPA hand pump or a tank to actually fill it up. A normal compressor will not do that. You actually need about 4,500 psi to fill that.
Yeah. You already know my favorite all-time air gun is Lewis and Clark's.
Yes, I know that. There's actually somebody out there that actually does a reproduction on those.
I know. I'd love to see it in actually somebody actually use it because I'd like to see it.
So if anybody has any questions in the chat, please put them in. We will be going into that here in just a few moments. I actually try to put some of my text in there, and they are not going in there very well. I must have filled everything up. So I don't even see my fourth one, which is basically know your target, what's in front of it, and behind it. Okay? Those are the four main rules. Okay? Never point a muzzle at anything you are not willing to destroy. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Never depend on the safety of it being there. Sometimes they don't work. So, like I said, just please be careful with these things. They are not toys.
I was going to ask you about. You're going to have a list on your list. This is not a toy.
No, they are not a toy. Some people do consider them toys. Yes, like you got your Ferrari. You get a rich person. Yeah, it's a toy. Okay. You get your four-wheeler. It's a toy, but still, they're dangerous.
I think Ian actually had a question that he wanted me to ask you about his Crossman, which you already know about.
Mm-hmm.
That he needs, I think he might need to get it serviced. But the thing is, we don't have the skill here.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's really not. If it's the hand pumper, yeah, it's just set it on the wall, decorate it. You know, it's
He
one of
wants
those
to
things.
see it be able to be used. That's the only thing. He likes things that are useful.
There are tutorials that you can actually watch and learn how to take those things apart.
It's not going to be me doing that. This is his
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah,
if he wants to see it working, it's on him.
yeah, that's one of the things I would actually recommend there.
I do not own any air anything.
All right,
So
so
I did have a blowgun, but that does not exactly is the same thing.
yeah, so like I said, with the cameras, then you can identify your problem or your issue. Okay, that's one of the number one things that you need to do is identify exactly what the problem is. Then you can know what to do.
Okay, explain about the problem. Is like what problem are we looking for?
Well, like I said, if you're out in the garden and you find something's gnawing on your vegetables, digging up your
okay, your
stuff,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
The shop, more likely you're going to see the problem.
Okay. Normally I just look for tracks, but that's me. But
yeah, you're not going to see tracks in the soil.
You can.
Not often. Like I said, the camera is a good way to actually identify exactly what it is.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. It's a rat. It's a mouse. It's a squirrel. It's a vole. It's a mole.
Well, I can understand voles, moles,
a neighbor,
rabbits, and mice, but rats?
Oh yeah.
I don't see a lot of rats like that here in Iowa. Maybe raccoons.
Yeah, raccoons, possums, skunks, armadillos,
porcupines.
Yes, they will actually dig up a garden. Even if you had a hog come by or wild pig, you're going to know it because it's
those are. I mean, while they can happen here in Iowa, but they're not where I'm at.
Yeah, but I'm talking about this is basically like southern U.S. You're going to know.
Southern Iowa, literally,
and
southwest Iowa.
The wild boars and hog problem is all the way up into Canada.
The fact is, they're intermixing with the domesticated ones we have here. That's the hard problem.
They've been doing that for a whole
couple
centuries. Yes. Excuse me for a moment.
Looks like you're getting ready to go shoot something there, Cliff.
No.
Did you ever find your game camera?
I wasn't looking for it.
I thought that's what you were looking for.
No, I went outside to go button up my greenhouse.
Ah. I folded up Jenny's and put it in the basement for now. I had to get some room in my office because I was getting kind of crowded with all the stuff in here. You okay? You've been
tired.
Like really stiff and tired lately.
I was at work all day.
Okay. Alrighty. So once we identify the problem, then we need to find the solution to take care of it. A lot of times you can actually get away with using a trap. So
live or actual leg hold or which type of trap?
Well, basically, if it's going to be a rodent, you're going to be using a rat trap or a mouse trap. If it's to be a cat, anything else, you can actually use a
water hose,
a live trap.
I prefer just to use water hoses on the cats. They don't like getting wet.
I do have a trap thing I was going to tell you about, but I can tell you later because found out something about the Watcher County Flea Market that I missed out on because someone bought the freaking traps before I got there.
Sorry, I got a whole bunch of
notifications
stuff here.
Well, he's trying to post stuff in the chat and it's not doing it.
Yeah.
I have the same problem sometimes. That's why I posted on the YouTube side. That way I can guarantee it's going to be posted.
Well, I'm trying to pull up the share the screen. I'm having issues with it right now. Okay, it says it's being shared.
I'm not seeing anything.
Ah, there it is. It's underneath me. Alrighty, so if it's going to be like a mouse, or if it's going to be a rat, or even a squirrel, these rat traps here will actually take out a squirrel. Just make sure that you actually have them in a box. Okay. Let's
So
see.
they can't see it, right?
No, like right here.
They can't get away with it.
No, yeah. Not only that, you don't want to kill a non-target species. These things will get birds too. All right. They will get somebody's cat, somebody's dog.
Somebody's ferret.
Yeah, we don't want that. So we want to make sure that you have a box, something like this here, or like a big box that I have.
Can you make that bigger?
This is about as big as I can make it. You talking about these little boxes here?
Yeah, 'cause I'm trying to see them better. And that's better.
Those there? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I was having trouble seeing it.
Yeah. So there's an extra $21. This be, for those 4 traps, as you saw, they were like what, 40 something, almost $50. Where's these other boxes I'm looking for? They got these little boxes here, but you can get the big boxes. If you go to the Bell Industries, they will have.
Bell Industries does everything.
Yeah, Bell Industries, they do a lot of stuff. But yeah, so there's some there. They actually have to go in there, and you see how if you see right there, that's where the trap sits into. And you see how they actually have to cross that path. They actually have to push down the pan where they actually have the photoshopped of a rat on there. And they have to push that down, and then the trap there will actually set off.
How many foot-pounds is that? Do you know?
Not a whole lot of weight, just a few ounces will actually set it off. And
No, I meant the closing grip power.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. Hey, Jax, how's it going?
Hey, Tyler.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler, how's it going? But yeah, no, like I said, this is for people who are just now starting out. Like I said, you and I, we're far above that. Like I said, I'm also 1 mouse so far this year, confirmed. So, yeah, so there's all kinds of different ways. But these are the traps that I actually recommend, is the Trapper T-Rexes for rats and mice and squirrels, because a squirrel's head will fit inside there. They will try to get in there to get food.
What do you do with the aftermath?
You wrap it up in a plastic bag and you put it in the trash.
You don't have a compost pile or anything you can put them in?
No, you do not want to put them in the compost pile. You want no
organic
animal organics in a compost pile, if at all possible. Okay.
Hey, Johnny Mac.
Hey, Johnny, how you doing? Yeah, Johnny's already at 2, by the way, so he's 1 ahead of me.
Yeah, I saw that he was popping up more on my feed for a while.
Yeah. So
I don't normally get him, which is really weird. So then he started popping up on my thing. I go, that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah. So yeah, these are the ones I actually recommend if you're just starting out. They're inexpensive.
Totally reusable.
They are reusable. Once you catch one, you can go to Do Yourself Best. You can go to Tractor Supply. I recommend actually going to some place where you get more bang for the buck. Like I said, Amazon, you can get quite a few more.
Tyson's probably.
Yeah, so that's going to be, I think that's Walmart there. And then, so that's the price for an individual. and that's the price for a case for that pest control company.
You don't like the glue traps, do you?
No, you want to make sure that you actually kill them outright. You want it to be as quickly as possible. Okay,
Hey, Blake.
you don't want them to suffer. So if we go back here, so this is for 4 traps, which is going to be $34.06. So
Okay.
you get 4 traps.
Yeah, with tax and shipping, you're almost $10 a trap essentially.
Yeah. Now,
I
also,
guess Cliff
with
and I
each-
are you guys.
make sure that you get them in a box so they don't disappear. Tether it down.
How do you tether them?
You can actually put a small chain screw to the side of it, like right here. You actually screw a very small chain or a cable or something and actually stake it down or screw it down to a piece of lumber.
So, okay,
Or
like a
you can leave it
staple or something like that.
in
won't
a
work?
box. Leave it in a box. I recommend a box.
Okay.
Like I said, I have a video of you do an ammo crate, cut a 2-inch hole, and put the trap as far back inside of there as possible. And yeah, you'll catch it, and you just open up the box, pull it out, dispose of the rodent, put the trap back in there, reset it, because that trap will catch again because they want to find out what happened to their buddy.
Ian would agree with most of that, except for when you say cut a hole in an ammo crate.
Yeah, into the ammo box like I have done.
You should get the $3.50 ones or like the $4 ones over at like Harbor Freight, Tractor Supply.
Yeah,
This is like
they're like
cheap.
$7.
No, he doesn't like damaging those.
These
kinds of
damn things.
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah.
I use it for my archery stuff. I got it right down there.
Drill a little 3-inch hole right in the front of it and then stick the trap in the back. So all you got to do is just marine it and then stick the trap all the way back here.
Give me a moment and I'll be right back and I'll grab that.
I've seen somebody make a battery bank out of those things, Cliff.
Say what?
I've seen somebody made a battery bank out of those.
Yeah,
Power
but
station.
you have to stick a battery in it in order to make a battery bank.
Well, I mean, they actually wired it up for the USB powered the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, and you still got to put almost a 12-volt battery in there.
Right, but at least it was enough to make it work.
Yeah, but I would hate to charge that damn thing. That would take a day and a half.
I'm not sure how they did it.
Especially if you're running solar charge on it, yeah, you'd go forever on that thing.
Okay, like I said, I do have to give credit to another YouTuber. I think it was Montana Wolf Trapper that did this. And I got the idea from him by using this box. So, like I said, standard ammo crate. All right, like $6.99 at Walmart. And you just drill a 2-inch hole inside of there. And you can also lock it as well. And you just use the T-Rex rat trap. You just set it. You just drop it inside of here, set the trap, and then cover it up.
What kind of bait do you use?
Sunflower seeds.
Okay.
Believe it or not, sunflower seeds.
Okay.
They work both for rats and mice, squirrels. But like I said, the squirrel is like a non-target species. That's why I did the 2-inch hole instead of a 2.5-inch hole. And I basically use this indoors. Helps keeps the mess inside of the box. And yes, it can get messy.
I will let you know that a ferret can get in there.
Yes, but who has
Even
a ferret?
with a 2-inch hole.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, just if you need to move it to reset it, shake it and it goes off. You can open it up, you can pull it out without getting yourself caught. Like I said, and it will not fit through that hole, so they cannot take off with it.
Okay, I was wondering how you secure it down if necessary.
Yeah. I mean, you can put it between 2 cardboard boxes, and you can put a heavy weight on there. You put it towards a wall about yay far, so no other animals can get into it. And you can actually drill a small hole on this side here, a tiny hole, so you can actually shine a flashlight in there and see if it's tripped or not without having to move it.
Do you have to flush the traps out from time to time?
Only if they get really bad.
I wasn't sure, because if something like that happens, and it might get punctured or something, that might cause blood everywhere and might cause something not to want to come in there from the next time. Is all.
This one here has teeth.
Yeah, definitely going to be causing blood.
This is the ones that I use for the problem ones, and I know that's getting out of the trap. That's why this one's inside of here.
Now, here's a question. Since you are getting mice, would you attract snakes too?
Yes, mice and rats do attract snakes.
So what would you do if you caught a snake in that thing?
Same thing he does with a rat. Put it in a bag and throw it in the trash can.
Yeah. I have actually caught snakes in traps before. Unfortunately, it doesn't really kill them. I mean, it injures them pretty bad. Then I have to dispatch them because, it breaks their back, and I'm not going to let them suffer any longer. I take care of them. I hate catching the snakes in them. But, if I catch them inside the house, that's one thing.
Because those are the kind of snakes you get down where you're at. I mean, do you get corn snakes, or do you just get
we got corn, type of gophers, rat snakes, water moccasins, cottonmouths, eastern diamondbacks. Huh?
Bearded dragons.
We don't have bearded dragons. Oh yeah, we got the little bearded dragons.
You don't want to kill those.
No, I leave those alone. We actually have geckos here too. But yeah, we got alligators, snapping turtles.
The only ones that get in the house and it's not a death trap.
Yeah, as long as they're not in the house, they're fine.
I mean, I can understand rat snakes. Rat snakes are okay.
Yeah, I try to keep them away from the house. Yeah, but if I catch them inside a house or something, I'll try and save them as long as they're not injured.
Right.
I'll remove them. But yeah, when it comes down to a buzzworm, I'd rather take them all the way across the other side of the creek, let them go. But they're not going to cooperate. If they're inside the house, they're done for.
They're hat bands, right?
Yes. And freezer camp.
Have you had rattler recently? I haven't had it in years, but I've had it.
Yeah, you bread it and deep fry it. A little bit.
Tastes like chicken.
Doesn't really
Not
taste
quite.
like chicken.
No, I know, I was being funny.
Not everything tastes like chicken.
Sometimes chicken doesn't taste like chicken.
Usually, I get the small ones. So, I just have my tool. I just pick them up, throw them in a bucket, put a lid on it, and I walk them out.
Well, not everybody has that kind of tools there, Jason.
Actually, these are like
It's a
20 bucks.
standard can grabber. You can buy those things everywhere.
Yeah, a little trash picker.
Oh, I did. I just got a little
$25.
pincher thing.
Except having the right tools. That's one of them.
I mean, you can get the expensive snake gripper tool thingies, but do you really want to spend that money on those to see one snake every 2 years?
Okay, back to the air gun thing. What was the best caliber to take down most small rodents?
22.
17722. Actually, 177, 20, 25, 22. And that's about as 25 is
I'm hearing 25s. I have no clue what that is.
25 caliber.
I know, but I've never seen one.
Yeah, you have. I've shown them to
No, I
you.
haven't.
Yeah.
I have a 22. We have a 177. We don't have a 25.
Well, we'll come to that here in a bit. We're working our way to the air guns.
I apologize for jumping ahead.
So with that, then we're gonna talk about different types of bait stations. Like I said, you can actually use a box like that with a trap in it. And then we'll
What's
get
the one you're using right now? The one you saw the mouse on?
one with the mouse on. That is actually a base station for an actual air gun that brings them to a safe location with a safe backstop. So if I do miss, or if it goes through it, it's going to stop the pellet.
So is it ready-made or homemade?
Actually, I made that myself.
Okay, so it's a Jason Pest Hunter Outdoors.
I actually have a video on it. Actually, I should put that one actually in the video. That video in the description. I made that video over 2 years ago. Like I said, it's how to make a do-it-yourself bait station.
That's a good video to probably know then.
I have featured it on many of my videos, especially when I'm doing the mouse catches. And actually, I actually have a picture of it right here. Let me get back over here. I got so many of these things open, so many of these tabs open. Okay, that is probably about as big as I'm going to be able to get it. I can probably zoom in on it. There's my photo. Okay, can you guys whoa? Can you guys see my? You guys can see my arrow of the mouse. My arrow moving around.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, alrighty. So this is basically a 2x8 that's been cut down to about 10 inches long. Okay, there is a 2-gang metal box that has duct seal in it. They use for electrical boxes. I packed it full of the duct seal. It's about 1.5 pounds. That's actually in there. I use this white target or background so I can actually see the gray mouse or brown mouse that's actually in the way, or a rat. Okay, if you just have the plain duct seal, it's gray, it's dark, it's in a darkened room with just a little bit of light on it. It's real hard to see. So that's why I recommend having a white background. And that is actually screwed down to the piece of lumber. Now here next to it is going to be a, 8 inches of 2-inch PVC pipe. A cap at the bottom with a hole drilled into the bottom of it. There's actually a cap on there too as well. So they actually have to come up in here and actually reach in there and actually pull the sunflower seeds out. So it takes them time.
Can you use a yellow background instead of a white one if you have to? Or no?
I recommend the white.
Okay.
Okay, here's my other pellet trap here. I do have a larger pellet trap on the side of here now. However, I still have a steel plate behind here in case I catch them over here now. Because back here, there was nothing there.
What size of steel plate did you use?
A steel saw blade, a 10-inch steel saw blade. It's not going through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, in case anybody was asking, might have wanted to know,
Yeah, I got something there that's actually gonna stop it. Okay, I don't want to use too much power. You want to use just enough. Like I said, my FX is producing 38 foot-pounds of energy, which is actually, you're taking a 18.5 grain pellet and you're shooting at 880 feet per second. So it's quite a bit of energy. That's why I have the duct seal that's 1.5 inches thick. Believe it or not, it doesn't go very deep in it.
Okay, cool.
It stops those pellets really, really well. I recommend at least changing it out every few years because it'll actually turn to solid. We don't want it to bounce off. We actually want it to catch the pellet. And all this, when I made this, it probably cost me, when the lumber was free because it was laying around, it was like $2.25 for the 2-gang box, metal box. I'd probably say I probably put in about $6 of duct seal and about $8 in PVC pipes plus 3 screws. It doesn't cost much to make these. You can actually put this in a box and actually put it out in a garden where it's protected from the elements, semi-protected from the elements, get a cover over it. So, all the stuff that they leave there doesn't mold or anything. Make sure that you actually have a top, on there right there, so you can actually um, take the, hinge the top off and actually refill the tube full of sunflower seeds. And
Okay.
believe it or not, the black sunflower seeds work. I haven't found anything else that works better. I have tried peanut butter. I've tried cat food. I've tried dog food. I've tried, I don't want rotten fruit for the rats inside the shop, so that's why I stick with the sunflower seeds.
What about Chex Mix?
Nope. They'll actually go after. I've even tried the dried pasta. They go after the sunflower seeds first. I've tried several different types of other seeds, and again, they don't want it. So yeah, you can make that for under $20. Over time, you can make a few of them, put them in different locations that you have in your yard or inside your shop, and know the distance. If you wanted to, you can paint a number on the background of it, so you know how far it is away in yardage or in feet, so that you can adjust for fall of the pellet when you're shooting. Yeah, because we got Mr. Johnny Mac there. He's actually picking rats off at 94 yards
How about Ajax?
in the dark. Ajax, I haven't seen him be hunting mice yet.
He's mostly a squirrel hunter.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, you can hunt mice and rats year round, no limit. And believe it or not, if you're a hunter, this is the perfect way to stay focused year round. Alrighty. Let's see. What else should we get into before we get into that? And hello, Blake. How you doing? Like I said, I don't know if Johnny had. Like I said, Johnny's got some new tools that he's using. So yeah, go check out Johnny Mac. He's a real cool guy. And I
Is
don't know.
anybody talking in the chat, or is it just me? You know, it seemed like everybody's
Nobody's
just...
talking in the chat. I need somebody to start talking in the chat. I mean, I got 6 people watching.
Yeah, but there's like nobody in the chat.
Yeah, I know. Because I haven't gotten to the good stuff yet. That's probably why. All right, so let's recap now. Identify what the problem is.
Me.
Okay.
Or me.
Find the solutions. So
Alcohol.
yeah. What kind of trap are we going to be using for that particular problem? Like I said, if it's somebody's cat, raccoon, or something else, you can use a live trap if you want to.
A girl mouse would be a good bait.
No.
You're not on Tom and Jerry, huh?
Yeah, like I said, he's doing a real good job with that Penty. Same thing with you there, Tyler. So now we're going to probably getting close to the fun part. I did pull up Pyramid Air. It's in a tab up here above me. Like I said, something to start out with, like the beginners. That's okay, Daz. That's fine. Okay. Now, if it's going to be if somebody's in their backyard, inside the suburbs, and they don't have anything like that, I probably would recommend something similar to the Daisy 880. It's plenty powerful enough to take care of rats and mice. Squirrels.
Got a Beeman.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about a multi-pumper. I do not recommend a beginner to grab a brake barrel. You will be discouraged because those take quite a bit of practice. Okay. To be efficient with them, you got to know the artillery hold. There's several other things that you need to worry about. You always got to check your Your screws on the side where the brake barrel is, where you fold it. Got to constantly check some of those. Um, and they can get quite expensive. When you get a little bit of the less expensive ones, they're not quite as accurate. I mean, they're accurate, but not super accurate. That's why I would recommend.
They're accurate to a point.
Yeah, I would recommend a multi pump. Like I said, I know Johnny has a nice one that I can't remember which one he's got, but yeah, you can use that Daisy 880. It's 177. You use a heavy pellet, it's going to be accurate. You'll actually do a lot better than you will with a brake barrel. Speed is not your friend when it comes to pellets. Okay, you get too light, too fast, accuracy goes out the door. You want something that's going to be like a 177. You want to use a 10.5 grain pellet, and at 700 feet per second, it's plenty to take care of a rat or a mouse. Plenty, even a squirrel, if you hit it in the correct spot. Still, that's going to be a little bit more difficult, unless you're a lot closer range.
Yeah, because squirrels are way more skittish than mice.
They're not skittish. Those little things are tough.
The hide's thicker than you think it is.
They're tougher than a lot of people think they are. If you can get an ear hole or eye shot or forehead shot into the brain, into the spine, you're good. You only need 4 foot-pounds of energy. It's just being that accurate with them. Like I said, do not use a Red Ryder BB gun. Do not even use a BB gun, because BBs, once they exceed 440, 450 feet per second, their accuracy goes out the door. Okay, they start whizzing off in different directions. They're good for 400 feet to 440 feet is their prime speed to stay accurate.
Okay. Do you use a scope on yours? I noticed.
Yes, I do use scopes. It just
What
makes
do you recommend?
You can use anything you want. You don't have to buy a $4,000 scope. You don't have to do that. You can actually go on Amazon and you can get one for $60, which will be plenty for a backyard. I mean, if anything, let me get back over here. With the scopes, this is all you need. This is just simple, and it works. Okay. Just a 4-power 32 AO is all you really need. You don't even really need the AO. I like the AO because you can distance your target just by rotating here and wait until it comes into focus. You read the top here, and it tells you basically how far it is. Simple,
Effective.
just simple crosshairs. This one's illuminated. I usually don't use illuminated. Just something simple. These ones come with 11 millimeter dovetail, so you can fit on most of your little multi pumps that have a dovetail up on the top. And a lot of times you can get them with extra goodies. Well, for me, I got different rings. Come with them for different heights, different widths. Comes with an extra battery. It comes with a cloth. It comes with this stuff here, and I don't know where I put the covers for it. Yes.
You want to try some bourbon barrel aged honey?
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
You got it.
I know. I just don't want any.
Don't want any.
Not tonight.
I mean, there's not any alcohol.
No. My daughter just got back from Tennessee. not Tennessee, sorry, Kentucky.
Very good.
So something simple like that, like $32 to $40. You don't have to break the bank. And that'll fit on most of your multi-pumps that actually have a dovetail on top of them. So, this is all going to be all budget, believe it or not, all budget. Alrighty, here we go. Actually,
So we got trolls.
No, we don't have trolls. I'm going to be sharing this now. Share screen. Get back over here to my live stream. Get rid of that one there. Show that one there. Alrighty. Hope everybody can see that okay. Sorry if you guys are on your phones, but like I said, I got all kinds of different types here. This is the Avenge X, the so-called under $500 budget, but we are actually be going to a totally different category. So we're going to come down here to pump rifles. Okay, there are 16 different matches. You can get the Crossman Vapor Max. You get the Seneca Dragonfly. They do have the Cowboy Series now that does have a dovetail on them now, which is going to be the Barra 1866 second generation.
Oh, that's not too bad price.
No, it's a 177, and you only need 6 pumps. I mean, you can go up to 13, but you only need 6 pumps. The Umrex NXG, right here, $77.99. Okay, if you notice here, the Daisy Powerline 901, the Crossman 362 do not have, that one does not have a scope mount. I'm not sure if that one does or not. I believe it does. Again, you got the Barrow Junior Sniper. Then you also have the Crossman Legacy. Daisy 880. I'm not sure if it does have a dovetail or not. I mean, there's so many different things. They even got one for the young ladies. Yeah. But like I said, get the Daisy Powerline 901 kit. So yeah, it does have a top for $114. You get your pellets, glasses. You get some Shadowburst targets, stands. You get the little Tasco telescope sights there. I would leave that for the kids. I would probably put something like the other one on there that I have on there. I would use the taller rings so you can get your finger in the pellet in there onto the tray so that you can operate it. Was that the 901? So if we go to the 901 here, yeah, so there's not much of a difference in price. So $100. And you put in $40 scope, and you run down and you grab 2 tins of 177 pellets. 2 tins will be about $14 for 1,000 rounds. Yeah, you'd be doing pretty good. Velocity, there again, 750 feet per second. 10 to 4 pumps. That's plenty enough to take care of a rat or a mouse. Because believe me, that pellet is going to zoom right through them. Okay, where does it say? Like I said, trigger pull. It has a heavy trigger pull. That's the only issue I would have with that. So that would be a BB. Like I said, you can do like a pellet only. You can come over here to. You can get it 177 or actually in 22, which I would probably recommend. Again, you get the Seneca Dragonfly in Mark II. or the Crossman 309. Oh, and if you get a coupon, you get a couple dollars off. This is the one I would probably recommend for a multi-pump for a beginner. You can spend the extra couple dollars if you want to. But this one here, I have a buddy of mine that does really well with this. Again, take a look at the 22 caliber. Velocity is 800 feet per second with a 14.5 grain pellet. Okay, muzzle energy is 16.9 foot-pounds. That is as much as my CO2, or a little bit more than my CO2 air rifle. That's in 22. Believe it or not. So you got the multi-pump, 11 millimeter dovetail that you can put up on top. It is a single-stage trigger. The trigger pull is 3 pounds, which is perfect for the price that you are getting. It's not going to be like my FX, where it's going to be like don't sneeze. And I really do mean that.
Yeah, super sensitive trigger.
It is very super sensitive. I have picked up the rifle, and it has gone off just by me just barely pushing the trigger. You know, trying to find that trigger with my finger, and I pop it. I was like, damn. So now this is medium. You can get a moderator for this too as well. So you actually can put on a suppressor. You can add one on and actually make it really quiet. You can drop that decibels down by almost 5. But this is the one I would actually recommend. It's a, so I believe it is a multi-shot too. Or you can use a single shot tray. It is a repeater. So yeah, you can either use a magazine, which will be something similar to this here. But that's the one I would highly recommend. This one for like your first pre-charged pneumatic multi-pump air gun. This is the one I would recommend. I mean, it's inexpensive. It works very, very well. Oh, no, and if you can see there you can actually mount an optic.
Oh yeah, right on the.
Okay. And the nice thing is about with this one here is when you pump it up to, I think you can do 15 pumps on this.
Good night, Des.
Good night, Des. It's the same as the first pump. It doesn't build up pressure and you have to fight it. It's the same every time. So when you're pumping it, it doesn't get harder like the old ones do, where you have to watch about your webbing of your fingers and not get caught, or your fingertips.
Oh yeah, I've got that problem with the Benji.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
After about the 4th pump, that starts getting real stiff, and when you get up
And
there, I've pinched myself a few times in that.
Oh yeah, it's real good of slapping your fingers.
Oh yeah, palm of the hand, or I've gotten like the edges of the fingertips in there. I'm like, ooh, that stings a bit.
Yeah, but like I said, if you're gonna go this route, I recommend you save up to $300 because you want to get the decent air rifle. You can get a 177 or 22. I recommend the 22 caliber. You actually have more diverse ammunition than any other caliber. Okay, then you want to get a halfway decent scope or a beginner scope. You're not going to be shooting 1,000 yards, okay, guys? You're not going to be shooting 100 yards. You're going to be down to 15, 20 yards. You're not going to be going any further than that. You can, but that's what I would recommend, is be something in a small backyard. You can also set up little steel targets all over in your yard, too, as well. You can shoot the saw blades to scare away the animals first. I recommend you can do that first to scare them away if you don't want to hurt them. But if they keep eating your garden, you're going to say, no, those things have got to go. And for those who actually, hunt, this is a perfect time to actually get these. And you can hunt your mice and rats year round. Also, please check your local laws, especially city laws, if you can do this or not. That's why I recommend getting a moderator. You can pick one up for like $40 off a buck rail. It's actually in the description below, in the description. I also have Pyramid Air in there, Air Gun Depot, and I have some other places that you can actually go to buy stuff. Okay, so I would recommend getting on Pyramid Air or Air Gun Depot. You can go through either one of them. Those two are both linked together. They are the same parent company, but there's actually two different locations. This is also good sport if you want to get into doing this. They have competitions everywhere. They have major competitions, several throughout the whole U.S. throughout the year. And they also have regional competitions. Good camaraderie, good people. If you're just getting started in this, if you need help with any questions, you can don't feel afraid to ask them. Ask them. Say, hey, can you please explain this to me? I am new. Oh, she survived the flu mostly. Alrighty. So, like I said, you can pick up a scope. Anywhere between $30 to $60. You can pick up the air gun. Anywhere between $100 to $160. I recommend spending the extra money, getting something a little bit better. By the way, this is actually made by Air Venturi. That is actually the parent company of the Dragonfly. Or is it Diana? I can't remember if it's Diana or if it's Air Venturi. I can't remember. Seneca Air Venturi. Sorry, I was trying to remember. The same people who make the Avengers, the Seneca Dragonflaw, the Seneca Aspen. Seneca Aspen is going to be something. It's a hybrid between a PCP and a multi-pumper. It does have an air reservoir that you can pump up, and you can shoot several times off that one reservoir. Then you can pump it up because it has an onboard pump, just like a multi-pumper. Yes, I know I'm holding this, so this is going to be here in a bit. So that's what I'd actually recommend there. You can explore the website. Uh-oh. Did I do something wrong?
No.
Okay, good.
Well, not that I'm aware of. You're still on the same page as the last.
Yeah. Okay. No, actually, I hit the back button on my Talk Studio and went, uh-oh. Okay, so we went over the backstop. We went over the trap that you use to actually bring the mouse or the rat to a safe location to dispatch it. So you got something that's actually stop the pellet if you miss, like I did the other night, Cliff, by a hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, just missed them. All right, you got 19 of the hatchlings. Awesome. Well, 20 hatched, but 2 didn't make it. Hey, those are still good odds, though.
Yeah, that's really good.
It's a lot better than what you've been getting the past few years. Hopefully, you got a good strain of birds this time around. Alrighty, so we got identify the animal. What method? Now we're choosing to go with the traps. Now we're doing the air rifles. Now we've decided, okay, we're going to get those products, and I would actually recommend getting a hatchworm. This is going to be the barrel cleaning kit. As soon order this with it, please. Good night, Colin. So if you go to Pyramid Air, you can try and get something up to $175 so you can get your shipping for free. Throw this in there, you can get it there. It's only a few dollars for this. Grab a couple other different pellets. Sometimes if you buy 4, you get or buy 3, you get the 4th one free. Get several different pellets. Don't buy the Crossman Premiers. It's cheaper to go to Walmart and get those than it is off the website. Get this, and if you want to, like I said, you can run down to Walmart. You can get a shooting bag, something you actually set the rifle on, steady yourself. Spend a couple of dollars on targets too, as well. Buy a target trap, so you can actually practice with a trap with a piece of paper on there. And please become proficient with it first, because you don't want to moon your prey or your target. You want to make sure that you, as quickly as possible. You're gonna have mishaps. There's no way around it. You're gonna have mishaps. Practice. So you can get this for cleaning. I have several different types of targets. Roll of stickers. I got a roll of stickers around here somewhere. I got
Put them in the box with the Army Man.
I got those. I got the Army Men. I got the mice.
Yeah, but didn't you stick the stickers in with the Army guys?
No, I did not. No, you get a pack of 100 1-inch stickers that you can put on onto targets like so. And so you can, you do your first shots, and you can put that target on here again, and you shoot that target, and you use that sticker over and over again, or a sticker and use the same target over and over again until it's pretty much chewed up. They actually make a trap where this actually slips into a little 4x4 trap, and it keeps it rigid, and then you just keep practicing here. So this is one set here, another set of targets. Believe it or not, this is what we use at 50 meters.
That's a small dot to check your accuracy.
50 meters.
Whew, that's a tiny dot.
I can't even see it. Make my picture. Okay, now I can see.
Try to get these staples out so they don't wreck my hand. Yeah, Daisy makes these ones. They make several different types. But when we go to a competition, we'll actually have a sheet of paper by yay big. They'll actually have 30 targets. 25 is what you're going to be timed and scored on, and the other 5 over here are going to be sighter targets. You can shoot those ones over and over again, so you know exactly where your pellet's going in the wind. Then you'd use one shot per bullseye for the 25 shots.
Well, essentially use one shot per bullseye. Whether or not you actually hit is
Yes,
a matter of
if you hit the bullseye twice, that one does not count. You've lost the points, even if you got a 10 on it. So National Rifle Association official 10-meter, 33 feet air rifle target. But when you go to the extreme bench rest, that is your target at 50 meters.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
no, that's a 10-meter optical for that one.
Yeah. But this is what's set up at 50 meters. Or
50
Or is
meters?
it 50 yards? I think it's 50 yards. Sorry.
No, so it's 33 feet, so 10 meters.
But yeah, this is for the Daisy. But when we go to competition,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
the size of the target. That black part right there is the size of a
Pellet.
shoot, is it the like a Gatorade bottle or a Powerade cap?
Yeah, that's. I mean, I suppose I could start practicing again. I used to be really good. Used to be.
All right, this is a MOA card. Each circle is, quarter of an inch, half inch, 3/4, and 1 inch. So that tells you how small that target really is. Again, with the 4-power scope, you're not going to see it as well. But this is a Pyramid Air. You get them for $10. Johnny has that little circle one that he uses its little handle. Does exactly
here.
I'm not sure if he is or not.
Was.
He was here. But yeah, so this would be like your backyard practice sighting in. Again, that's to be half inch for the center. You do have the shoot and see targets. I don't know if I have any here on hand. You can order those. Those are a little bit more expensive. But, they are nice because you can actually see where it's actually going.
Chef CV? I'm not sure. Chef? Hi.
Is that Civi? Or is it, yeah, hi Civi, how you doing? So,
I'm not familiar who that is.
Evening, Civi. How's it going?
Oh, okay. The Munchie Mafia official.
Yes.
Okay.
she is up in the Washington area where they do, she chefs every weekend.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder if she knows, Johnny knows her.
She chefs from her she shed. That was hard to say, by the way.
She chef?
Yeah, she's chef by her she shed.
But I can't find my shoot and see targets. Yeah.
You probably shot at him. That's why you can't see him.
The army men and mice?
No, the Birchwood Casey targets that you shoot when you shoot it, it leaves a little yellow spot around where you hit, so you can actually see where you hit. Great for zeroing in. I also have the 2 foot by 2 foot 1 inch grid with the 5 targets on there. When I first get an air gun set up, I use that so I can see where I'm going. I can also use it to center my scope, get it set up. Excuse me. So you can get everything all set up, get everything tightened down. Then you go ahead, you can take a couple of shots, get zeroed in, start to practice, do different yardages. I like to do the hold over, hold under. And believe it or not, I actually have it memorized for a lot of my different rifles and scopes, because each one has a different speed, which has different twist rates, different weights in the pellets, sizes, air resistance, and they fall different.
They just what my brain just shut off.
I have almost everything zeroed at 50 yards.
Simplify is the word I was going for.
Yeah.
You could just say that every rifle has its own temperament.
They actually do. You actually have to try several different pellets to actually find out which one will group the best. When you find that, that's all you use out of it. Even if it is the more expensive pellet, use it out of that one there. So, okay, so we went from observation, find out what the problem is that's in the garden or in the shop. Then we go up to different types of solutions, and then we're up to. I think that's pretty much it. Almost. Wow. Almost an hour and a half. I'm doing that. Like I said, if anybody has any questions, please ask. And always check your local laws, please.
It's LAWS, not LOSE or SS. Sorry.
Yeah. But like I said, I recommend if you can get everything off of Pyramid Air, you can. They have scopes. They have the air gun. They got the scopes. They have different types of ammo. They have the patchworm, okay, targets, and a backstop. And if you have a garage, you can do this in the garage. There's enough space there. You got 25 feet. Believe it or not, that's all you really need.
Yeah, 25 feet from corner to corner.
Yeah. Again, all it is simple math on how to drop. You want to try and get there's a program that you can download on your phone called Chair Gun. You dial in. I would recommend getting a chronograph, know how fast your pellet is going, the weight of the pellet, the BC of the pellet or slug. Hey Gary, how's it going? And the barometric pressure, temperature. You can install all that in there. Okay.
Look who just came in.
Yes, I said Gary. And then you can actually do your math. And then you can also put that in there, and it does the math for you. So it knows exactly where it's shooting. Then you can match your curve of the round going through the air, and you can match that with your sights. So you can do a first what is it called? The first point of impact and a second point of impact. So your first 0, second 0. Because when you take a shot, everything you're going to be seeing level. So you're actually going to be coming up and down, back down. So if you can grab everything in that zone, right in here, like that quarter inch or that half inch, you're going to be close no matter what you are from this distance to this distance.
Be right back. Need to use the
And
restroom.
then, like I said, you know how far that target is in front of you. Then you can do the math on where your point of impact is, and it's pretty simple. That's probably something I should show. It's not hard. It's just knowing that trajectory.
I always just went off of feel and just kind of testing.
Yeah. Now you can put out a piece of paper with dots on them at every 5 yards out to 50 yards and aim for that dot and see where it's going to fall when it starts going up above it and then when it starts to go back below it. Because gravity is a constant. That's the one thing you got to go with.
With and against at the same time.
So, like I said, if you have a barrel that's perfectly level going flat, and you shoot it and drop it at the same time, both objects will hit the ground at the same time. It's hard to believe, but it's true. Everybody thinks, well, no, it's going way out there, and it's going far distances. It says no. Distance is relevant. The fall is the same. So always remember that.
Gravity's 9.80 feet per second downwards, but that's downwards over
128 feet per second.
Yeah, something
That's what
weird.
it is. Yeah.
Doesn't matter the distance; it's still falling at the same rate.
Mm-hmm.
Just going a lot farther out versus straight down.
Mm-hmm. They're both falling at the same speed. Yes, Gary. If you can time it perfect, they'll as soon as they're released at the exact moment in time, they'll both hit the ground at the exact same moment. Because it's hitting the ground way out there, it's still falling at the same rate through the atmosphere. It's really weird, but it's true. Now, if you aim it upwards, yeah, it's still fall at the same rate. It's just be a different time because you've changed the trajectory of the one that is moving forward. Instead of both landing here, one's going to hit here, one hit's going to hit out there at exactly the same time. Yeah, gravity works. Hey, Gary, do you have any questions? I don't know what time we came in, where we left off. Sorry, I'm a big physical and life science nerd. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, okay, Gary. I didn't know what time that you actually came in. Yeah. So this is basically a mag or a magazine off of a one of the air rifles that I have. This one's 25 caliber. That's why it's got the large hole. That is a 45 caliber.
Yeah, that's a pretty large round.
Yes.
That's a heavy slug for.
And where's it? I know it's in here. I know it's in here. I put it in here. So I know I wouldn't lose it.
It's over there in the corner. Where you put it so you wouldn't lose it.
It's dark. No, I moved some papers around. Oh, there it is. I found this one earlier. It's all dirty and nasty, but I do need to clean it. But this is actually off of a Hudson Hercules bully, 45 caliber.
Jesus.
That's a 25 caliber.
Sorry.
Yeah, and that one there, you'll probably get about 12 shots, which is basically 2 magazines off that Hercules bully. Let me put that back over here so I don't lose that.
Again.
I need to put this back in my drawer so I don't lose that.
Again.
I can keep this one here so I can use it as a reference. Like I said, look at the size of that thing. It's just a bigger one of these little ones. There, now you can say you saw a 45 caliber pellet.
Okay, cool. Well, when you take down deer with that, right?
Yes. Almost anything you can, anything you wanted to in North America.
What was Lewis and Clark's caliber?
I believe that was a 36.
What's that look? I wonder what that looks like.
But it was just a round ball.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Because it had a magazine and it was a repeater. Yeah, and no, it's just a little bit different in the physics. That's all. Pellets work like a badminton, like the little birdie. That's how it stays stable in the air at the slower distances. Unlike a round ball, it'll spin something weird out of a smooth bore. If you give it a little bit of spin, it's a little bit more stable. bullets need a faster spin rate because they're going to be a nose cone shape. They don't have a skirt like a pellet. So when the wind is blowing across the pellet, this way here, the skirt actually corrects it and makes it fly straight.
Like fletching.
Like a fletching or a birdie on badminton. Okay. Once the air starts getting too disturbed, when it starts going too fast over the skirt, it'll actually start to wobble in this.
You get wobble and then you get tumble.
And then you get the tumble. And if you're shooting at a paper target and it looks like an old keyhole, you're flying in there sideways. You're flying too fast. You almost want the perfect hole.
I will refrain from further comments on that.
The perfect holes. Okay. There he goes. I know I had some that were keyholing. I mean, there's some nice little holes there.
Definitely ouchie size.
Yeah. Again, look at those nice little round holes.
Hole punch, basically.
Yeah.
Hole punch is good. Not hole punch, kind of not good.
Yeah. I mean, all these were actually punching pretty good. So we were right at that right speed. But I thought I had some that were keyholing.
Yeah, pretty much, Gary. Velocity is going to be the same for distance versus drop.
Yeah. So if you start getting believe it or not an exaggeration, I've seen this in paper. Okay. Almost like the goldfish. But usually they're going to be like this way here or upside down. I've really never seen them sideways before. Either this way here or that way there. But yeah, the pellet is actually starting to tumble. And yes, I do save old targets. Nice note keeping.
I believe they'll tumble too if they're not going fast enough as well.
No, only if you're going too fast.
And then I believe I was wrong.
Like I said, BB's best speed for them is going to be anywhere between 380 and 440 feet per second. Anything above that, the BB starts to wander everywhere. Again, once you start getting past like 900, 910, then you're starting to push that envelope for the pellets. If you can get there at 880, is stable for pellets. 710 to 760 is a really good stable area. And again, 380 to 450 is extremely stable for pellets.
Yeah, I don't know what my bench shoots at, because that thing is, I know when I do full pump on that thing, that bullet gets from the end of the gun to wherever I'm shooting in like a millisecond.
Oh, yeah.
That thing
No,
gets wick.
well, 880 feet per second. You're moving good.
I probably should have invested maybe in a chronograph at some point just to see what that thing shoots out at.
Yeah, Gary, no, when you start going through the transonic stage, everything is unstable. Yeah, basically you're throwing something in the wind that has a tail. Something that flutters.
I hate to say this, but I need to bow out because
All right.
I've got a headache going on.
No, like I said, yeah. Have a good night there, Colin.
Okay. You have a good rest of your live.
Be well, be safe.
Thank you for the information.
All righty, you're welcome.
Be well, everybody. Night.
Yeah, no, like I said, I do have. Where are they at? Trying to think of where I put my FX hybrids.
Over there in the corner. The other corner.
Oh, they're not in the other corner.
I don't know what corner you put them in. I'm just taking a wild stab in the dark over here. I'm doing cod panic knifing in the dark.
Okay.
Take a wild stab in the dark. Huh! Oh, my bad.
I don't have too many of these left. Let me order some more of these. Alrighty, so these are the FX hybrids. These do have to be moving quite a bit. These you're going to actually get past 1,000 feet per second. And these are going to be little boat shaped. This is a hybrid, so it's got a little pocket in the back, to help push it down the barrel. And then this actually spins just like a normal bullet tube, or just like a pellet will spin. But these need a little bit more of a twist rate to actually fly straighter at a longer distance. These things go a lot further, a lot higher VC. This is ballistic coefficient. And when these things hit, they do mushroom out pretty good when you're getting above 800 feet per second. These are 22 grain. And your typical pellet for 22, the like the Crossmans, are 14.5 grains. So there's a big
I have
difference.
16, but those are solid rounds.
You got the 16s and you got the 18s. You have 20s, and they'll all be in 22 caliber.
I have no idea where my pellets are.
This is a 4.5 millimeter, which is going to be a 177 caliber. And these ones are a 10.5 grain. The typical 177 is like
14.3.
Yeah. So these ones here got a little bit of a hollow point on them too. These are the Hunter Barracudas.
Yeah, those are weird ones.
Actually, they work really, really well. These are in 177. Like I said, the one I recommend is 22. If you're going to be starting out, there's so many different diversity in pellets. Wad cutters work really, really well. Again, those are for slow-moving pellets. They're actually designed for cutting a hole in paper. That's what they were actually designed to do for competition. Get that perfect round hole.
Yeah, those things are great. Well, it's basically you got so essentially take your badminton birdie thingy and you just basically cut the thing in half, like the ball part itself, and that's what those wad cutters are. It's just literally a shelf.
Yeah, right there. That one there is a wad cutter. Actually, I think that's what I used in these.
Actually, got no idea where mine are, to be honest. Well, no, actually, no.
And I know I have them in 177.
Am I lucky? Am I lucky? Nope, these are damn hollow points. Damn it! Where are my wad cutters at? Oh, I know I got them over here somewhere. Shipping lanes. Never mind. I got like a stack of these things and I have no idea where they're at. I have like 4 cases of these and I have no clue where any of my stuff is at. I normally have a pellet case at the end of my shelf right here.
Yeah, mine are buried.
I don't even know where that went.
I actually need to clean up my shelf. Yeah, it's just
I'm rather confused because they're normally.
remember when they were a kid, the little black box of the Daisy pellets in 177.
Oh, I hated those things because that stupid tab always broke off.
Mm-hmm. Those are wad cutters. Already, Gary.
Now, the advantage of having them stupid black cases would they actually fit on your belt, like you could slide them on there if you had a really thin belt, or you would just stick it like clip them to your pocket.
They fall off.
I didn't say they were good, but that was the intent of the design of the package.
Well, what they were designed to do is for this at 33 feet.
Yeah. Well, no,
Okay.
the case that the bullets came
Yeah.
in
It's
was
designed-
designed to snap onto like a pocket
Yes.
or something on the side, and then all you'd have to do is pop the tab pull on out, throw it in there, and go to go.
You cock it and you shoot your paper target. It's for competition. It's not meant for the kids to be roaming around in the woods shooting anything that moves when they're 9 years old.
Oh, there's my other case. Shit, I found the other ones.
Believe it or not, I have far more fun with the air guns than I do the power burners. I have far more fun.
Well, yeah, you can get way more rounds with air guns than you can standardly for freaking anything else.
When you go to these Crossman premieres, they're just so cheap just to go out there and just plank aluminum cans, paper targets, the little steel targets.
Yeah, see, I've got the, like I said, I've got the super points, which are 17 grains. I've got the 22 at, I think these ones are the 14.3 grain.
Yeah, when you're shooting these for fun, yes, I have a string on them so I can find them.
Do I even have any of my wad cutters left?
But it only takes like 4 foot-pounds of energy to knock these things over. That's all it takes. I have a video on it where I'm using a Beeman single-stroke pneumatic P17, and they're knocking them over at 25 feet. I would not.
The weird thing is I've got...
Not for BBs.
There we go. Hey, look, I found one. I guess we found one.
What, a wad cutter? Yes.
That's your wad cutter. That sucker is basically just flat.
Believe it or not, they work for pest control too.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm. And they're also great for these too.
Yes. Because they hit and they flatten out right away.
Yeah. It's just.
Well, I have very few of those left in this. I just stuck most of my leads in one container. Just because at the time it was easier for me to just shove them all in one. No, but then I got these weird ones, which are... Oh, I gotta put that one on. I gotta make sure I put the right lids on the right containers. And the funny thing is I've got these guys, which are like striped. They have like a ruffled skirt. And they have a 2-layered ridge, so they got a cap and then a reverse sleeve on there, which is really odd.
Believe it or not, they do make slugs in 177.
Ooh.
These ones are pretty good. These are the Hades. If you look at the top there, this is the one that looks like a
Radiation symbol.
radiation symbol. Yes, it's supposed to be a frangible type pellet. It does mushroom out, and it does. It's pretty soft.
God damn, that pellet's actually heavy.
Yeah, there's a wad cutter there. A picture of it.
Yep. I got these ones. I've got these weird super points, which that's these fat guys right here. These super pointed ones.
And believe it or not, these are not bad.
The cigar flat ones.
Uh-huh.
So it's basically another case of wad cutters.
Yes. Heavier.
God
Because
damn.
these are 7, those are 7.7. These are actually 10 and 10.34 grains. So this is a heavy pellet for 177.
Yeah, that's a thick pellet.
And again, I also have my CO2 in there.
Yep. I still think this is my favorite tin because these are the hollow points.
Those premieres.
Yeah, the premieres, the nice ones, the 22 hollow points. Now I would love to get
Those are what's how you doing?
if they made these ones in hollow point.
Well, then you want to have a hollow point. Those ones. What's the weight on those? Are those lead or are those aluminum?
Oh, these are lead.
17 grain. Oh, that's actually good.
These are heavy.
Yes.
But I'm saying that in a hollow point would do some serious damage. Hey, Ozark.
Problem is, these are like $20 for 100 rounds.
Yeah, it's a little expensive. Oh shit.
Hey, but yeah, if you're out hunting squirrel,
Sorry, camera went weird. And
you've seen what these do.
yes, I have.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, I did get hold of some 25 caliber hybrids as well.
Oh, nice. You're telling me all of those? I don't have. That was the only. I have like 60 rounds,
Yes.
like 80 rounds in here, and that was the only flat one I had.
Yeah, like I said, I also acquired quite a bit more pellets too. So
But yeah, you also get a lot more than I do because you shoot more than I do.
yeah. And let's see. Just trying to think of anything else. But like I said, most air guns
What
cannot
are you
shoot
doing in
these.
there? You were supposed to be in that tin.
Okay, I bought some cheesecake to eat in the van on the way home.
There's a second wad cutter. Yeah, I actually have to go buy some wad cutters. Shit, I'm all out.
Oh yeah.
I got a whole
And
thing that I mixed together, and I only got 2 wad cutters out of the whole thing.
now, like I said, other places you can go to besides Wally World. Okay, Wally World is going to have the cheapest Premier pellets. That's where you're just going to go. They're also
They
going
also
to have
have the cheapest Crossman pellets too, if you really want pellets.
yeah. Especially if you're breaking in an air rifle, dump a tin of those instead of a tin of the GPS Diablos. Okay, those are going for like $20 for 500 rounds. Pick up this, the Crossman Premiers for like $8. Dump those through there, get it broken in, then go and try and use several different pellets after you clean the barrel. I would say whenever the shots start to change in the
Meander.
barrel, that's mostly going to be the problem. Okay, then you try several different styles of pellets, weights of pellets, until you find the group that groups the best. You're going to spend some time. It's a lot of fun. Now, if you got a PCP air rifle and you're doing a hand pump, yeah, it's kind of miserable when you got to pump it up. It is a workout.
What do you think I feel in that damn freaking Benji? I gotta pump that sucker every time I shoot it.
Yes.
It's a workout, but I can do it quick, as I'm used
Oh
to.
yeah. Mhm.
4. Whole container full of mixed bullets, and I found 4 wad cutters in the entire container.
Yeah, like I said, with a multi pump, that's the time you just sit there in the afternoon and you just take your time and you write everything down. Log every round. Where's it going? How many pumps was that? What's the weight of the pellet? How fast was it going? I recommend, over time getting a chronograph. If you have any issues, you can use that to help diagnose a problem. Why isn't it shooting as fast? What's going on? Is there a seal going? And you'll see it change in point of impact before you feel the air puff because of an O-ring went bad. You'll actually listen. Believe it or not, listen, because that'll actually tell you too. Over time, you'll pick it all up. Anytime you have any problems, write it down. I actually do. I actually have a book here for when I was actually testing for that 35 caliber. I was getting 18 decent shots off of a shot string. And that thing was doing 800 and something feet per second for a 357. I can't remember the weight. I think it was like 80 something grains.
It's a heavy pellet at 80 grains.
But yeah, it's also 357. But again, get a notepad, pen, spiral notepad. If you have multiple air guns, one notepad per air gun. You can always go back to it. And then if it's a sport that you enjoy, which a lot of people do, because you can sit in almost any backyard, anywhere, and shoot into a metal box.
Within certain regulations, if you're inside city limits, because they're kind of picky sometimes of what you can and cannot do on your property.
A long hallway in your bedroom, inside of a garage.
Usually they don't mind if you have like a good background that you're shooting at, that you have no chance of like losing the round through it and hitting the neighbor behind you.
Or you can designate it as a private range, air gun range.
4. I'm down to 4 wad cutters. Man, that sucks. I still have like 3 more tins. I have no idea where they're at.
Yeah, so as soon as you're, assuming that you're shooting into a good steel trap, a law-abiding citizen, and you can actually register your backyard as a private air gun range. Ask your neighbors first if you're in a populated area.
I don't think any of my neighbors would give a crap.
I know most neighborhoods don't, but still, there's some of those Karens out there.
I'm glad I live in a neighborhood that does not have to deal with those, at all. None of my neighbors really care.
If you feel comfortable, have a barbecue and without any alcohol. If you'd be doing that, please invite them over and explore the air guns with them. I mean, you start out with the Red Ryder and shoot little stuffed animal targets if you wanted to. I mean, you can do a can on a straw, on a little table, or like a metal, or like a rope, and you can actually shoot and see who can move that can the fastest across the line. All kinds of stuff that you can do to, do competitive with neighbors and have a little bit of fun.
It was roughly, I think I got roughly like 2,000 rounds here. That's 1,000.
I have no idea how many I have now.
You probably have 4 times what I have. Because you get your standard tin like this, that's 500 rounds, but then you get your smaller tins like this that are usually around 250. So that's 2, 4, 6, $2,600. Or
Mangoes
$1,600.
or mangoes. Okay,
Mangoes?
mangoes.
Mangoes can kill me. Mangoes, Jason. Oh, what the heck is a mango?
That's how I was reading it.
Mangoes burr. Somewhere around here, I got like another 10 of these. I just don't know where.
I don't even count no more.
I got stuff everywhere. I need to start
Hey,
getting
Cecilia.
stuff everywhere. Still can't believe I only have 4 wad cutters left. Man, that's... And these bullets are old. Like, I think these were my original box of wad cutters. So these are like 20-something-year-old bullets.
Now, like I said, search your area because I know Belt Loop over in was it there's a group down there in Baton Rouge. There's a group there.
Hey, Cecilia.
See ya. Yeah, and let's see. The like I said, that's too far for me to drive for a weekend. For a Saturday. It's like what, 5 hours for me. I mean, there's not a whole lot near me. I'm thinking about just starting up my own around this area. You know, just a friendly get together. Find somebody who's got some open area.
Oh, snap. Ozark popped in. I didn't even see him. What's up, Ozark?
Ozark's been in here for a while.
Did I say hi? Maybe I did say hi to him. I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. YouTube wouldn't let you log on. What's wrong with them?
Oh, I did say hi to him, because he said hi to me. Okay, yeah. Sorry, my brain is just...
Yeah, guys, we got like a 2-minute warning. It's almost 10 o'clock. Yeah,
Oh, snap, it is. Jeez.
I know. It was flying through tonight. But yeah, like I said, guys, get on the internet, ask around. You'll find a local group. I'm still trying to find one that's a little bit more local so I can, at least an hour away. Since I have no longer have a set schedule, I can get certain weekends off now.
Temporarily.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. But yeah, get out there. If you want to, you can hang around. You can watch them shoot for a little while. Most of the ranges will, some ranges will have them. I know every weekend out at the Usuri Range, they're in Mesa, Arizona. They're out there every weekend, even in the summertime. They'll be out there in the earlier morning. Look up the air gun shops. They're everywhere. You just need to look. Sometimes it takes a little while to find them. I haven't found. I think my closest one is actually, either going to be Austin or Dallas. Are my closest ones. That's going to be open to the public, without having to have one that's appointment only.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So look around for those. I said be leery of. Don't buy from a person to person. Make sure it's from a shop where it's actually gone through a reputable shop. I'd spend the extra money for that, please, instead of just buying one over the person to person. I know I'm getting rid of some of them, and I would be leery too. I'm actually going through every one of them, like a fine tooth comb. Alrighty, guys.
Yeah, I pretty much believe we're at that time. We got about a minute left according to this.
Yeah. All right, folks. Don't forget to get out there, have fun, be good to one another. What else?
Be safe. Be safe. Be mindful of your surroundings when firing any sort of weapon, regardless.
Yeah. Always remember your four safety rules, which are.
And always keep your safety on until you're ready to pull the trigger.
Yes. Okay. It's treated as it's always loaded. Finger off the trigger. Be mindful of what's before and what is behind your targets. And, keep the gun in a safe location until you're ready to use it. Alrighty, guys. With that, please be safe out there, and don't forget to get out there and slap a rat.